which was a thing that kind of hit us hard. And it hit us hard for, I think, one reason that nobody really talks about: the economics of making music, right? Making R&B music, especially back in your days when you were making that shit costs. Them studios cost. You couldn't record R&B in no regular studio. You couldn't record R&B on no regular microphone. You couldn't make R&B with no regular musician, no regular producer. All of these things were expensive. And what rap then provided, let's say for companies who weren't owned by musical people, companies that were owned by people who specialize in steel and oil and real estate and tech, who don't understand the nuances of keeping this music alive, all they know is bottom line. So a rap record comes into the world made in somebody's basement on a regular microphone with an MPC, costs $5,000 to make, and they sell 1 million of them. What's the return on that? As opposed to your R&B artist that was 500,000 in the hole before he even got out the gate and only sold 1 million of them. And so that idea of that bottom line not balancing out made these owners who weren't musical, who didn't understand the value of keeping this music and keeping this balance, well, they wanted to cater to the bottom line. They're like, what are people buying? What are people paying attention to? Where are we getting the most return? And rap music ended up being that thing. Now, as we're clawing and we're fighting our way back to try and stay alive, of course, we can't keep up with the output. Our music is just made different. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep up with the texture. We're not grimy. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We need styling. Our clothes got to be fly. Puff, you always been fly. Them is expensive clothes, my brother. Mm-hmm. You don't get all that off the rack. A lot of that is custom.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
them microphones, you get them lights, you get this overhead. When you ask for the God light is expensive.
Yes, it is.
And this all comes from your R&B pedigree.
Yes,
this isn't from your rap pedigree.
Yes.
All of these expensive and exciting nuances that you have come from that soul in you of wanting to be excellent, which costs. It costs. So as we're fighting and trying to claw our way back into this space, guess what happens? Rappers start using melody. They start singing over rap tracks, over trap tracks, and start blurring the lines between what is R&B singing and what is R&B trap, and rappers are now emotional. They dealing with their baby mamas, they homies and stabbed them in the back, is getting emotional with their melody, and it became a thing where people would rather hear rappers sing bad than hear R&B singers sing good. Right? And so guess what? We keep making these adjustments. We slowly but surely, as we spoke about earlier, we slowly but surely compromise. Why? Because we want to be seen. We want to be heard. We slowly but surely dial our vocals back. We slowly but surely dial our tracks back. We slowly but surely dumb ourselves down so that we can just be seen, so that we can just be heard, ultimately so that we can just do what we love and possibly feed our families. Yes, we had to compromise. Yes, we did compromise. We are part to blame.
Yeah. See that's my thing. My answer is that we're accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We have some accountability, and I want to make sure we're saying and making it clear it's not hip hop's fault.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you. Some people ask me all the time, "What's some of the best advice somebody ever gave you?" I ain't gonna lie. Young Thug gave me some of the best advice, and I get some of that advice right now back to all R&B artists, and this is what Love Records is about to do. Mm-hmm. You got to be able to adapt, baby. You got to be able to adapt, and so that's my challenge to R&B. You know, as we go out there, and as you know, we collectively start singing what's on our hearts and getting back into our blackness, our black art form. Mm-hmm. You have to really understand that too. This is one of our most famous parts of our culture ever.
Absolutely.
Okay, and so can't nobody make you not do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Can't nobody make you do something. No money can make you do something. I know I can see you, but at this point in time, you know, we talking about the resurrection, you know, and I think that it's important that albums like yours come out and get the right justification. I feel like we gotta fight for ourselves. We gotta adapt.
We gotta kick that door.
Oh, we ain't got what hip hop has or this or that. Nah, you know, for me, hip hop and R&B get the same 24 hours, and R&B has to adapt. But what I'm talking about as far as with R&B is you know, the way it makes you feel, the way R&B makes you feel.
Yeah.
And I feel in life there has to be a balance, because I love turning up. I love this. I love when it's, you know what I'm saying? I even love, you know, because I've been on both sides, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Gangster rap, speaking the truth about what it is. But then there's something that really happened. Our lack of connection with the church, you know, started to the lack of people going to church and not going to church after the strip club, just going to strip club and skipping church. We lost a lot of talent that would spew over just from being around the melodies and also the vulnerability.
Yeah.
But
transparency.
Well, I know it's a very controversial topic with the church but that's where we used to get that's where our talent comes from. That's where our keyboard players, our programmers, all the best people, all the best singers, they came from the church.
Came from church.
You know what I'm saying? And so that had an effect on it. But then also just the algorithm, you know what I'm saying? Pushing the algorithm of just like, yeah, gang, gang, bang, bang, fuck a bitch, I hate you, hoe, I hate you, nigga, as you was talking about the other day, and the lack of love. You know what I'm saying? I that's the thing that we are accountable for, you know, as artists. But also I think that rap R&B, a lot of rap R&B and let me ask you, let's jump to something else. What you feel about Autotune and R&B? How do you feel like that affected R&B? And we just having a conversation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Opinions.
I feel like you know, Autotune, as it was used as a texture, then became a cheat code. And I think Autotune helped further blur the lines between whether people were actually singing or if the computer was actually singing. And slowly but surely, the R&B ear got programmed to the R&B ear got programmed to this sound, this new sound that a raw vocalist just on the microphone just couldn't deliver. It became a thing. It became a sonic that you almost had to, that almost hypnotized people in a sense, to where every record started to have this sonic and this same programming that made the raw vocal kind of obsolete. I'm definitely victim of turning on or turning up the Autotune just a little bit so that I could tap into the sonic that is dominating the airwaves.
Yeah.
And so,
yes, you finished? I'm sorry.
No. And so it just kind of, it only started blurring the lines when they would play the hip hop with the Autotune, but wouldn't play ours. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, y'all trying to be hip hop. No, we're just we just trying to stay alive.
I think that's progress. I think that's progress right there. Because Autotune didn't kill R&B. You know what I'm saying? It's just
not at all.
The overuse of it, and then the lack of the I feel like it took the confidence away from the singer. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the singers that are out there, if y'all out there and y'all got real talent, you know what I'm saying? that's really what matters at the end of the day. It's no feeling like I'm about to bring Mary J. Blige on, but it's no feeling like when I heard Mary sing for the first time. There wasn't no computers in the room. There wasn't nothing.
None of that.
Um,
But I think I want to say this because I know you got to get to Mary. It's gonna take right, these conversations is gonna take the unification of powerful people who believe, and you are our power. You understand what I'm saying? You are one of our cornerstones of this shit, because when you talk, people listen. People in very high places, you know what I'm saying, with real checkbooks, you know what I'm saying, move when you say move. And so it's going to take all of this. It's going to take Love Records saying this is what we own. It's going to take R&B Money Records following in the footstep of Love Records saying we're an army and we're going to get this shit off whether you like it or not. We're going to kick the door in. One of my most favorite scenes, favorite video moments of you is you getting off the phone and saying, yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I got my motherfucker. I can do anything. Tell me what you can't do. I'm a son. And that's the attitude that we're going to have to take to get this thing that we want back on track. So, Brother Love, thank you.
Yeah, Love.
Thank you.
And thank you for staying who you are, staying authentic. And R&B Money is this Friday. The album.
Yes, sir.
Thank you to Tank. We're going to continue the conversation. I know you're going to continue the conversation on your podcast. And that's all this is about. We launching Love Records, and I wanted to start the conversation and let everybody know we coming here to do it together. It ain't just one person can save R&B. You know what I'm saying? Calling out to all the musicians, all the keyboard players, all the people with melodies and music that don't sound like the music that's out here. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the chords and the progressions and the tones and the different colors in your regular voice. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't nobody that put a little tune on their voice, but give me that emotion through the tune. I need that emotion.
Yes, sir.
And I need us to make these R&B records for the ladies. Okay. Hey, everybody, guys and ladies, we do it all for the ladies.
Focus.
I love records all for the ladies. We here to love you. We here to be sensitive. We here to beg you. Love.
Yeah.
Barry, come on, but thank you.
Thank you, boy.
All right,
appreciate
love.
you. All right.
Play some music right now. What's up?
Hey, hey, what's up, Pup?
What's up, MJV?
What's up, Diddy?
I saw you. We was together last week in Italy.
I know, that was crazy.
Now it's time to go back to work. But it was so great to go on vacation and be on the yacht. Mary had her yacht, pulled up to my yacht. And I was thinking about when I used to come and pull up on you, you know what I'm saying, and pick you up in my Rabbit, my Volkswagen Rabbit. It was all beat up, and now we pulling our yachts up together.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love you, sis. I love
you too. I love you too. And it made me so proud to be able to to let you see me like that, you
Yeah,
know.
pull up on your own yacht. That's Mary pulled up. She's like, yeah, this mine, nigga. It's mine. Yeah, this mine. Yeah, no, we had a good time in Italy. We went and had dinner, spent a lot of time with each other, talked about music, and it's just been, we talking about R&B and talking about like the the state of R&B, and as a as a living legend and also somebody that's helping and still in the game and responsible for keeping traditional R&B alive, but at the same time knowing how to experiment into new sounds and new bounces also with contemporary new R&B, like, but as a R&B artist, what is your definition of R&B as the queen of hip hop soul? What's your definition of R&B, and what do you think that a great R&B song needs to contain?
My definition of R&B is exactly that, those initials, rhythm and blues. Like, you have to be rhythmic, and you have to have, and for the people that want to do it and bring it and give it honestly, you have to have some kind of story, that's real to tell, and it has to be from your heart. And it's just you have to have the right music bed, the right color. I always say color. I know people like, what does she mean by color? I have synesthesia, so I see music and colors, So I think for me, blue is what would be
Yeah.
what is the color of all my songs, blue or red. And so I just think, just the lyrics, the music bed, the color of the music bed, and your story is a great R&B song. That's a great R&B was R&B is to me.
Did you feel for a moment R&B had died, or did you feel like as an R&B artist that you wasn't getting that attention, or just like left? Like, I felt that at a time. Did you feel it?
I feel like I was trying to kill it, but you cannot kill something with that big of a life force that brings people together. You cannot kill something that we were born into and have heard since we came out of our mother's womb, and we're in our mother's womb listening. Like, a lot of people say that they play my music, for their children when they're, in their bellies. So you can't kill something that's in our DNA. It's going to keep transitioning from generation to generation to generation to generation. They was trying to kill it, but if you have too many, our generation that had children, and we're born into R&B, and then you have their children that have children, and so you can't kill it. But they've tried. And before I say what I'm gonna say, let me just say this: I want to thank all the radio stations around the country that are playing R&B music, and sincerely support it. But a lot of the radio stations killed it for the same thing that Tank was saying. They want to jump on the bandwagon of whatever the hottest thing is. But let me just say this: we have to keep ourselves alive as R&B people, as R&B singers. So you can't kill us, because we're already in the system. We're already in the bloodline. We're already in the DNA. You can't kill the songs of the Key of Life. You can't kill Shaka Khan's Ass Woofers. You can't kill Mary J. Blige's What's the 411. You can't kill Jasmine Sullivan. You can't kill SWV. You can't kill. You cannot kill Aretha Franklin, Etta James, Dinah Washington. You cannot kill Sam Cooke. It's just it's all the stuff that's in us. So they could try, and I think the things that holds us back is when we get irritable and get angry at the programmers at the radio stations, or frustrated at these people that don't want it to exist. But we have it in us, so we just got to keep rocking and making it happen. Because I think we kill it ourselves when we get mad and and then we then we start following, all the rest of the sheep. No, be a shepherd. Be a shepherd in this, and we're shepherds. I mean, I'm not letting them kill me. I mean, I had some hiccups where it was like, well, we like that record. We like that, that dance record. but you know, we even in that we have to experiment as well, you know, because it was some hot dance records. You got First Choice, that's straight R&B. You go, ain't no things, just a love thing. R&B, that's a club record. Don't get me started about to go crazy because you can't kill R&B because it's in us. It's in the club music. It's in everything. And it's fun. And that now they want to call it popular music when Adele and Justin Timberlake get a hold to it. So now it's popular music, you know what I'm saying? But it's been popular music. We've been had it, you know? Yeah,
no, without a doubt. As I know you're about to go on tour. Who you going on tour with so the people know?
Yeah, I'm about to take the girls that I love that keep it alive.
That's right.
Ella May, Queen Naja, you know, and I love Summer Walker. I love her. I mean, there's no way R&B is going to die with these chicks just continuing to carry the torch and move forward with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So there's no way. And you have Chris Brown. How you gonna say R&B is dead when you got Chris Brown, when you got Usher, when you got I mean, there's so many dope people right now. So many dope.
Yeah. I'm keeping it real. R&B is not hitting me the way that it hit me. And I ain't talking like from no old OG perspective. I'm just talking about like as far as, you know, baby making music. You know what I'm saying? Like when I'm trying to get into my bag and get my, you know, do sis, you know what I'm saying, on my Scorpio, like playlist together is getting harder and harder. And that's one of the reasons why I jumped back in with Love Records, because I wanted to make sure that I had a frequency or a place when it came time for you to be with your woman or be with your man or your significant other, that you would have balance. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, what's happening, I think, is people are afraid to feel things. You know, it's so much desensitizing going on. You know, you had 100,000 people dying a day during the first leg of COVID, and nobody was blinking. So people are desensitized. People are afraid to feel. But I've never been afraid to feel, even if it hurts me. And that's what I love about, you know, what's happening with some of these R&B females. You know, you can't stop Jasmine Sullivan because she's going to feel. You're going to feel that. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You can't. So that's what I think is happening. Like people are just afraid to feel because they think it's going to kill them. Nah, it's just gonna heal you. There's so much healing in Marvin Gaye. There's so much healing in Shaka Khan. So much healing in Songs of the Key of Life and those beautiful colors and those lyrics. It's just so much healing, and people are afraid to heal. And you know, do they even know that's what that is? I don't know. You know.
And that's one of the reasons why I really wanted to jump back in the game as far as having that code. You know, we have that code as some of us that have been around and know how to work with musicians. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're dealing with R&B, it's a lot of chord changes. There's bridges, there's vamps. There's a lot of things that you have to go with the feeling. You have to go with the frequency. It can't be like right now. I even learned it's like talking about like record. Yo, we want your record at 2:30 or whatever. I said, I'm puff. I'm listening to what the fuck nobody say. I do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Right.
So I got records that's like 7-8 minutes long. I got records where they riffing on top of it. You know, if you're not giving me your all as a producer, and I'm producing an R&B record, and I can't make somebody feel something, or when I hear your voice, get goosebumps, or I want to cry, or I want to motherfucking make a baby.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You was always on that.
Yeah, but
we was always on that. When we was in the studio, we wouldn't leave until somebody was crying.
Yeah, without a doubt. And so I'm looking forward to especially happy to be producing records and collaborating with people and doing shows with people and really being a part of the resurgence of R&B. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the lines have been blurred. You know what I'm saying? Rhythm and blues is something that is a release for us. It wasn't hustle. It wasn't just. It's not just a business. It was a release for us that started in church and carried over to when we wasn't in church. And we started talking about matters of the heart. You started talking about, girl, come over here so I could just, you know what I'm saying? And so happy, looking forward to get back to that. Shout out to all the musicians. I think a lot of it is a lack of musicianship and arrangement and a fear to get out of the computer grid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so, you know, we are coming with a new resurgence. We're all working together. Me and you are working together. You know, on the new album that I have, I got Summer Walker, I got The Weeknd, I got, oh, I can't tell, they saying I can't tell everybody I got on there, but it's like, you know, it's about us all working together. And I really got into it. I want my daughters to feel that vibration, to be able to hear with a record that makes you feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm on a promo tour right now for Gotta Move On. When that thing comes on, it's like the ladies feel good, you know? So, you know, that's why I just wanted to start the conversation, not to put blame on nobody, not to say who's wrong or who's right, but let them know that we back outside with Love Records. We know what to do. Hold on, let me get something off of Mary real quick. Let me play something that we did, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's some of the first. That's one of the first songs I heard. Now, Roy Ayers was one of the first songs I heard when I was like 3-4 years old. That's how I was introduced to R&B.
Yeah.
To rhythm and blues, to that shit right there.
Yeah, yeah. And there's a lot, I'm about to play some stuff that's contemporary new too, that's fire too. There's a lot of young artists have some fire. But I wanted to thank you I wanted to have a conversation, and I just said, sis, I know we was having a conversation on the yacht. I was like, you know, let's bring it to my live, and I appreciate you tapping in. We appreciate you. You are the queen. You are the queen of R&B. There's only one queen, hip hop soul, and you are that queen. We bow down. And hope I know Love Records is gonna make you proud. You know, your latest album, Good Morning Gorgeous.
Yeah, Good Morning Gorgeous. Good Morning Gorgeous is out, and right now I'm still charting without radio.
Yeah.
You know, and the people that do support me at radio, thank you. But I'm still charting. I got a top 10 record, about to be top 5. My album's doing well. About to go on a tour. I'm doing well. So to all you R&B singers out there that get frustrated with radio and all that other bullshit, just keep doing you and doing it to the best and rocking. That's it. That's all I can say.
That's what's up, and that's what we're gonna do. And shout out again to I was telling them, my younger brother, Young Thug, I asked him for some advice. I said, yo, if you could write a letter to your older self, and your older self's name was Puff, what would you say? He was like, nigga, you better adapt. So we're gonna use that. We're gonna take that advice, and I look forward to everything that we got coming out, and everybody, you know, starting a resurgence on the wave of R&B, and you know, that pocket and that groove. But I want to thank you, Mary. Love you.
All right, Puff. Love you so much.
Love you.
All right.
We got coming up next, y'all. You want to go to it? Get to my life. I want to play this. Hold on. I want to play this record because there's also shout out to King Combs, dvsn. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? The whole Canadian crew. If it R&B would have definitely been died if it wasn't for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to Drake, dvsn, The Weeknd, Kehlani. What's up?
Hi, how are you?
How you doing? You on tour?
I am. I'm about to go on stage in like 2 hours.
2 hours. How's it been?
It's been amazing. It's been nothing short of amazing. I'm playing incredible venues, you know, stages that people I always looked up to, you know, for playing, and the shows are great. So it's been a fun time.
I want as one of the new greats in the making, you know, and I know that you have your latest album, Blue Water Road. You know, I wanted to hear and feel, because I know you were influenced so much by, like, you know, Mary stuff and traditional R&B, and now as it has progressed and being an R&B artist in this time, I wanted to just get your feeling on the state of R&B and what your feeling just is in general.
I think that what the core and what the heart is of R&B is, you know, feeling and love and emotion, and that it's always evolved. You know, I think that the generation above the generation I looked up to were probably shocked when the generation that I looked up to came out, you know, and was like, what is this? This is so different. This is so new. And then, you know, we all came out, and the generation above me that I looked up to was like, this is so new. What is this? But through all the evolution, I think that the heart is consistent. I think that love songs are very much alive. I think, you know, people still love to be in love, and people still honor love greatly, and that shines through, you know, the music regardless. And I think that that ties everything in. So no matter how much it evolves, I think that, you know, the heart is always in it, and that's the most important thing to me. So
And so yourself as an R&B artist, what would you say like the most important pieces of advice to R&B artists that are afraid? So many people are afraid to be R&B artists now because they feel like the road is too rough, or you know, it's like, you know, hip hop is so dominant that I think there's some people that kind of get scared off the track, that trajectory. You know, what gave you the courage, you know, to and it's time to just go and be doing something that, you know, that is like what I call like your R&B is like, you know, real R&B, like you really sing. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the controversial things. But I'm cool with people that can't all the way sing doing it, as long as they have the feeling, but you really, really, really sing.
thank
So
you.
like,
A huge compliment coming from you.
yeah.
I think that sometimes the fear is misplaced. I think that sometimes people misplace kind of like what they're really feeling, the feeling of like wanting to evolve and grow and try all the things that they've listened to. You know, I think a lot of us listen to so many things outside of R&B that we have this big like catalog we want to dip into of like things we want to try, you know. And oftentimes, because there's this box that I think gets, you know, put around it, that people kind of feel like, you know, I can't call myself R&B because I'm trying to incorporate all these other beautiful things that, you know, I really like listening to and want to try. But I feel like it's still at the core R&B, and I feel like to keep putting it in this box is limiting, you know, all the beautiful things we've yet to discover, because hip hop has gotten to grow so much. Hip hop is growing, you know, rock is growing, pop is growing, electronic music is growing, but for some reason we don't let R&B kind of explore and grow in this really beautiful way. And R&B is so far from dead, you know, so to be afraid of being, you know, categorized, oh, that's my daughter. To be afraid of being categorized as an R&B artist is kind of just like a fear that doesn't have to exist, because we have so much love and so much support. You
Yeah.
know, there has been R&B songs that just take the world by storm and people love it. You know, we've got the Money Long song and Summer and SZA and me and all these beautiful people that are Janae. Like there's so many. And then there's all this experimental R&B that's so cool. So I just think like it's nothing to be afraid of. It's something to embrace. I mean, we gave the world love in so many times when it was needed. You know, we gave the world understanding of heartbreak and understanding of you know, energy and feeling and joy. So, you know, it's, to me, it's the greatest thing. It's the greatest thing that you could do.
So I wanted to talk about, last thing I wanted to talk to you about is like vulnerability. One of the things that I feel that we need to inject more of is vulnerability in R&B. Do you feel like that's an important part of your music and an important part of that you need to have vulnerability for R&B?
Yeah, I mean, I think that is what R&B is. You know, I mean, I think that's what makes it so separate. Is it was the, you know, the songs that our moms, you know, clean the house to. This is songs that if you didn't feel like you could be vulnerable, it's the song that grown men, you know, cry to in the club. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? It is the
Exactly.
song that it is the thing that no matter how tough you think you are, the song comes on, the R&B song comes on, and everybody's like, oh, my chest, my heart. You know what I mean? So I think if you don't have that conviction and you don't have that, you know, vulnerability in it, then that's the only thing to me that makes it, you know, 100% R&B, is like just that passion and that feeling, and being honest, you know, and people in R&B are so honest.
Yes.
There is even that perspective nowadays, like, I'm not being the best person and I messed up, and like, it isn't just like, oh, you got me messed up and you weren't in love with me. It's like, it's very honest, like, I be messing up too, R&B. So I think that that vulnerability is there, and it's
Yeah.
important. Yeah. So
Yeah, without a doubt. I want to hit this. Some records real quick. That. What's up? How's everybody doing? I got Timberland coming up next. As y'all can see, it's just we just having a light conversation. Y'all can continue this conversation on Twitter. Tomorrow I'll be having part 2 of the conversation, which will be definitely representing some of the newest R&B artists. What's up, Timbo?
What's up, love? What's up, love? What it look like?
What's up, man?
Hey,
So you
man,
hear what we talking about? We just talking about R&B, giving R&B a little bit of time, you know, on the airwaves, giving a little bit of platform.
I
You
love
know,
what you're doing, man. This is beautiful. This is so
check
beautiful.
Timberland. I need to tell a story. So with Jodeci, every big producer has their second in charge. And so
Yes.
with Jodeci, you had Devontae, but you had Timberland. You know what I'm saying? That
Facts.
was, you know, the man that was together. They made like that force. And I wanted to ask you because you know, tell me what you feel the difference is in R&B now versus when you were making it with Jodeci.
To be honest,
We got to be honest.
I'm a different type of person to ask that question because I go for the music of it and then like the feeling of the music first. So for me, it took me a minute to understand because I wasn't ready for Evolve at the time. I was stuck in a certain wave because I was in a box seeing just that wave. And when I heard it evolving, I realized I wasn't coming outside enough. And I just kind of I didn't allow Evolve to take place. So it kind of caught me off guard. But because I'm a producer, I started to understand the language of it and try to understand how the generation of today was expressing their love. Now, I can't judge if it's love but that's the way they were showing their love. And I kind of embraced it. But at first, it took me off guard, you know what I'm saying? Because I said, this is not what I'm used to. I'm used to to come and talk to me over the hip hop beats, the Diddy, like what you done. And it just switched to a 360 with a beat. had a lot of more double time than normal, you know, and the tempo kind of changed a little bit, and that kind of caught me off guard. But then I start to evaluate it more, and I was like, oh, it's the same thing, but it's just in a different, it just boxed different, and I started to appreciate it a little more. It's the subject matter that I don't really appreciate.
I don't think you're being honest. I don't think a lot of people's been honest today on today's conversation. So
No,
I'm here with some honesty. Okay, most new R&B artists really can't sing. Okay, I'm not, and this I'm love. I'm not gonna give no hate.
you're right.
I'm just telling you, I'm coming with love records, and all my artists gonna be able to sing your face off.
And that's how it should be, because that's all you know.
I'm not.
That's what you brought us into the world with.
Okay.
With the best singers. You brought them. Right. You introduced me to the best singers.
But hey, check this out. Hey yo, in the NBA, they don't lower the basketball.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Guys being real motherfucking political. R&B is motherfucking dead as of right now. The R&B that I made my babies to. R&B got to be judged to a certain thing. It's a feeling, no doggy. It's a feeling.
Okay, but look, why?
No, it's a feeling.
You're right.
You got to be able to sing. You got to be able to sing for R&B. Then you got to tell the truth. R&B is not a hustle. You know what I'm saying? The shit is about feeling your vulnerability. You got to motherfucking make a nigga dick hard or a woman's vagina wet. You got to make a child. You gotta cry. You gotta be able to get your girl back. I want to hear all this bullshit. I done heard everything about everything. You know what it is? It's a lack of vulnerability. It's our fault for accepting anything less for anybody getting on a mic. If you was at church and when you got on a mic and your ass couldn't sing and you needed auto-tune, they be telling you, they be trying to baptize you. They be like, the devil is a liar.
Yes, they would. Yes, they would.
Everything's sugarcoated. Ain't no old versus young. It's just, we talking about singing. We talking about R&B singing. And I feel there was a depth of R&B singing, and I'm a part of bringing that shit back. And everybody that's out there that's on some, that want to feel some emotions, because I ain't feeling the emotions, B.
Okay, that's what I said. That's what I said. I said the messages on the beat. I said, take the beat out. I said, you are absolutely right. I said, I don't know about the messaging, and it's not coming with that feeling. But I was talking from a producer standpoint. I wasn't talking from the artist mixing it all as a marriage.
Name me 5 R&B artists that can sing somebody's face off without auto-tune.
This popping or not popping?
Hey, yo, bro, I mean, I want to, hey, good luck to you, man. I'm talking about the real world. We out here, we talking about real R&B. We just talking about R&B. When I'm saying real, I'm talking about the rhythm and the.
You know what? You know what? I think
I'm not
this.
talking about the sound. You know what? I'm not talking about the year.
You know what? And I'm about.
Mary J. Let me get finished. Mary J. Blige came after Shaka Khan and Aretha Franklin. She came after on some new shit, but you know she could sing toe to toe with them. You know that that shit is R&B. You can't be like giving somebody else a pass because they came now and they turned to do it and they ain't give you no emotion. That's not R&B. That's something else.
So look, it's this girl named Susan Carroll. I feel like she really sings. She gives me that feeling. She ain't no big person, but when I go on her page, she give me that feeling. It's these twins that give me that feeling. I forgot their names. It's just people that I say that give me that feeling, and I'm like, yo, where's the avenue where we can hear that?
R&B don't sound too alive, nigga. You don't even know nobody's name. R&B Puff I let everybody speak now. Puff said that mother R&B dead, and you know, like when and you know when I'm gonna go get R&B, like R&B's my cousin Lazarus. Lazarus, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
R&B is dead. You know, when Jesus came he came 4 days late. Lazarus was dead. They was mad at Jesus.
You're right. You're right.
Jesus said, "Move the stone."
He damn sure did.
And that's what I'm doing.
And yes, you are.
Move the stone.
Hey,
Love Records is here.
Exactly.
Move the stone. Where the singers at? I don't even want a mic. You got to be able to sing in the air, baby.
Yeah.
That's what we doing. And so anybody that's on that shit, musicians, arrangers, people that can sing, I don't know why Tim, because anybody that most people singing now could not even sing around Tim. They wouldn't even do that. They wouldn't do that, B. They wouldn't just be singing around you and Devontae like that.
No.
And I don't want to hear about we're talking about right now. We're not talking about we talking about right now. Nah, something happened, y'all. Y'all ain't see something happen. 112 was still, you had day 26, you had B2K, you had something happened.
Hold on, nigga. You had Carl Thomas. Carl Thomas.
Huh?
Don't forget about Carl. Come on now. First of all, hold on. That right there changed the scope of R&B. Carl Thomas. See, that's what I grew up on. That's that feeling. You know what I'm saying? That feeling.
I want to make sure we're not even talking about what we grew up on. We talking about what rhythm and blues has represented from Sam Cooke. You talking about singers. People that can sing their ass off, express their emotion. Marvin Gaye, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Jasmine Sullivan, Summer Walker. They singers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We can keep going. Michael Jackson, even though he's the king of pop, he started out Off the Wall album, best album R&B. That motherfucker rhythm and blues like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, we talk. So if the shit was around, like if R&B wasn't Lazarus, then shit would be feeling different. Thank God for Drake for giving us some sexy ass melodies, else I wouldn't have nothing to fucking dance or talk to the girls with. We ain't out here. No, we gotta tell the truth.
But you said
you got it. I'm gonna tell you, if you fucking with Love Records and we talking about R&B, you gonna have to bring some keyboards out. You gonna have to be able to play live. You gonna have to be able to hit different octaves and you gonna be able to sing acapella, baby, because we go to church. After Love Records, after the strip club, we go to church and we do what we gotta do.
But what I heard at Love Records, I heard a lot of vulnerability, and that's the biggest thing that's missing in R&B today. There is no vulnerability. There's no foreplay. I don't even know if that exists anymore. Like, songs gave you the foreplay to go do the do. Okay. And I think it's now. I feel like it's just the topics are so minimalist and so small. It's no feeling to it.
I think we got to start at phase one. Who can sing? Can anybody out there sing without a computer? If you can sing without a computer, get at me. You feel me? If you can sing
basically without Autotune.
Can you sing without a computer, B? I'm super excited. I got our first artist on Love Records is Jazzy. She sings with so much vulnerability. You know what I'm saying? She got this album that we're about to drop called Free Game for Niggas, Songs for Women.
Woo.
I'm telling you, staying cold, nothing but vulnerability. You know, nothing but vulnerability. And you know, I'm affectionate. I'm an affectionate R&B producer. I like to caress. I like to look in the eyes. You know, so ain't enough eye-to-eye contact because you ain't got the song, you ain't got the musical bed. So
no, we don't have that.
I'm just saying the R&B that I knew and that I know that I seen from way before me. Not talking about no generational whatever. You know what I'm saying? We talking about like boom, even up into now. You know what I'm saying? It's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. And we want to say thank you to everybody that's kept it alive. You know what I'm saying? And we want to say thank you.
Yes, we do.
To I mean, man, Summer Walker for me. And then Bryson Tiller. Man, that Bryson Tiller album, that traps like, ooh, all the Drake shit. I'm talking about the R&B I make though. You feel me?
Exactly.
That shit I'm talking about is dead. That's alive. The R&B,
the R&B you make,
the R&B. Oh yeah. They killed that vulnerable, making babies. Motherfucker, you gotta sing, background, harmonies, vamp outs, bridges. But you know what? It's back.
Yeah, it's back.
It's back. And Love Records, the resurgence. As he said, remove the stone, and Lazarus came out. Yo, I love you,
Walked.
Timberland.
We love you too. Walked. We
He
walked.
that.
Hey, but by the way, for y'all, the Love album, he's right. And this energy, you gonna feel that same type of energy when you hear these records. Trust me. My brother back in his bag. This ain't no hokey pokey, turn yourself around. This that real shit. So you better listen, because when you get that Love album, trust me. And yes, I'm a part of it.
Yes.
May I do say. But when you get it, you gonna enjoy it.
You did the Summer Walker record. I'm just letting some things out the bag so they know that we not, you know what I'm saying? We ain't coming to play.
Yes. You let them know. You let them know.
Yeah, but yo, I look forward to just really giving a resurgence and, you know what I'm saying, some energy into the whole R&B genre, new R&B, old R&B, whatever. I told you, I'll give you a pass. You sing Autotune if you make me believe you and you make me cry. But fuck that. We step in the street.
We had Autotune, so it's like
You gotta make
them work a little harder. Yeah, you gotta make them
Autotune. Breaking news.
Yeah.
Oh,
we had that, man. Like, come and talk to me. Come and talk to me. Freaking you. Come on,
you gotta
man.
take some voice classes.
Yes.
Yeah,
you gotta
man.
go back to
That's what they want, the truth. R&B is dead, but Timberland and Puff and Jermaine and
yeah, man. Like
the code. Let's get back in the game. But check this out. Roll the rock. Roll it. Lazarus came walking.
He walked.
Hey yo,
All
so
right.
we're gonna keep the we got Janae and Aiko tomorrow. I'm gonna just have part 2 of the conversation, you know what I'm saying? With so we have
cold. She
representation. Yeah, she's cold. There's so many people that's cold. This is not like a bashing what R&B is going on now. Because R&B right now, it's a different form of R&B.
It's dead.
You know what I'm saying?
It's dead.
I'm talking about.
You bringing it live.
I'm just bringing the truth of what. If I'm gonna play a basketball team, I'm gonna play a basketball team. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a kickball team, I'm a basketball team. So my basketball team, you ain't getting no Autotune on my basketball team, nigga. You feel me? You ain't get to lower the rim down and then it move around, then you turn out the motherfucking lights and all that shit. You can't make her cry, make a motherfucking pass out while you're singing to her, or give me a vibe of short day. We talking about just being able to sing R&B. Let's not hold back, because it's coming back, y'all. It's coming back in a beautiful way, and we all gonna do it together as one R&B family. All the R&B today is the day. It's on. We declaring war against your soul. We don't want the streams, baby. We want your soul. We want to make music for your soul.
You got that right. We want your soul. We want your soul. We want you to feel. We want you to lift up, levitate. You know what I'm saying? Off the ground.
So I love you. I can't wait. I'm coming down there. We're going to do a session. And I was just saying, as far as, because I know you got the beat what's the thing called?
Beat Club.
Beat Club.
Yeah.
We got to do something with R&B. I need to really, let's get that going.
I got that.
Get that going.
I got a file just for that, just for the play for you.
A shout out to everybody. If we didn't say nobody's names, that wasn't what it was about. It was just to start the conversation. Y'all could just hit us up right now. Everybody tell me who your favorite R&B artist is. And but I want to Tim, I don't want to hold you. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this has been great, man. I like talking about this because it is dead, and I'm glad we're bringing it back alive.
Well, let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's tell the truth.
Lazarus.
Roll back the stone. All right, so
love.
Hey, yo, I see y'all tomorrow. Peace.